Yes, welcome to episode 006. I'm Mark Harvey. This episode is about your 5 biggest mistakes that people make that kill your success. So before we go into that, let's just have a review of some previous episodes because we've had some awesome things that I guarantee if you have done the actions, your life would have started to change, your success would have started to change, your income would start to change, your sales would have started to change. So I promise you that. So episode 001, if you remember, was all about goal setting. Now, this isn't just like traditional goal setting. This is about like the mechanism that you go through. You find out what it is you want and why you want it. Now that is really powerful because now everything that follows after that is like, it all points back to that. So like how you do things, should you say yes to something, should you say no to something, do you get distracted? You know it now because it's all coming back to that point of what is it I want, why do I want it, what's the outcome, what's the result? And the mechanism, if you didn't see that video, you need to go back and watch that. So that's episode 001. And 002 was what we call the real life cycle. Now what this is the principles that you would go through to get anything that you want in life. Now if you didn't see that, you need to go back and watch that because it gives you a 6-step process that you can use in your business to sell, that you can use to help other people, that you can use to persuade and influence other people, and generally in communication when you want to get your way or you want to get the message across, because this is about helping people do the right things for the right reasons. So that is real life cycle. You have a mechanism. If you didn't see that, go back and watch it. Then 3 was around objections. Now we have this preconception of what we feel objections are, but like again, I came up with there's a framework in that video 003. Go watch the video if you didn't see that, because that was all about making sure you understand where all objections come from. And do you think if you know where they come from, you've got a better chance of predicting them? Yeah, I think so. And then, if you can predict them, do you think you have a better chance of dealing with them? Absolutely. So again, this was all around the mindset of what objections, and actually the true handler of the objection is not you. So that was all in there. So go watch that if you didn't see that. Then 004 was around what is it that we're actually selling? And the whole kind of overall message was that, look, we're selling emotion. We're not selling products, we're not selling services, and we talked through the transition of products to then like a service wraparound to then people are selling experience. But that experience is a feeling, an emotion. So that's what we're selling. So you need to go back, watch that video so you can write down truly what is it that you're selling when you are selling your service or your products or whatever it is from your business, when you're looking to increase sales there, when you're looking to influence people. What emotion are you trying to get them to buy into? And then last week, 005, we talked about trust. Do you think if you had more people that trust you, that you would be able to do better in your business? Go and get your dream job. Go and get that promotion. Have the freedom, the choices that you desire in your life. So they're the 5 things that we just done in the previous modules, in the previous episodes. So now what we're going to focus on is the 5 biggest mistakes. So today's episode, this is an overview. Then what we're going to do is we're going to break them down in next episodes. So we review them now. Now they say the number 1 reason people don't get what they want is because they don't know what they want. So this first one, number 1, write this down, is I don't know what I want and I don't know why I want it. This is a big mistake, because what we then end up doing is focusing on how to do things, and we get bought into all these, online training, other training, but really what you need to do, you need something that hones you in on what the thing is you want, what's the outcome, what's the result, and why you want it. Now obviously we talked about the goal setting module. We talked about the goal setting episode. We do have on real life sales training, deep training on this, deep modules where you go through processes to find out exactly what it is you want and why you want it. So that's the first biggest mistake. You don't know what you want, you don't know why you want it. The second thing is that when we are pursuing things in life or in a conversation or a negotiation or a sale, or I'm trying to get an offer accepted on my property deal, or I'm trying to sell a product to someone, or I'm trying to influence someone, I'm trying to persuade people to come to an event, whatever it is that you're doing, the biggest mistake is you don't know what is next. Because you don't have a process, you don't know what is coming next. And if you don't know what's coming next, how do you expect your client or the person or the student, whoever it is that you're teaching or leading, how do you expect them to follow? Or how do you expect them to get the most out of it if you don't know what's coming next? So you need to have a process where not only you know what's coming next, but then you can measure yourself. Because imagine you start getting feedback. How do you then say, well, it's this part that I need to correct, or this part of my conversion needs more work, or like if I just tweak my conversion from 15% to 40%, which is massively possible in all these areas that we talk about, like the real life cycle. What was it about? It was about looking for finding people that are already looking for you. Then it was about confirming that you can help them. Then it's about getting to understand them. Then it's about presenting then your offer, solution, or idea. Then it's making the offer and helping them decide, and then it's measuring the success. So that is the framework you go through. So you know and you can measure what's happening. So that's the second thing. You don't know what is next. What's another big mistake? The biggest mistake that kills your success is the fear of reaching out, like the fear of rejection. So if you don't know how to dance, because that never goes away, by the way. So if you don't know how to dance with that, if you don't know how to kind of flirt with that and have the fun, then that is going to be a killer of your success. That is going to make your subconscious find reasons, excuses not to do things, not to reach out, not to knock on that door, not to start that conversation, not to go to networking, because you don't know how to handle these things. There's like defense mechanisms and resistance that people have, and if you don't know how to handle that or why it's even there in the first place, then you have the fear. Then you're going to have the fear because you don't know how to deal with it. So you're going to have the fear of reaching out. And ultimately, we all want to make more money because we want to have freedom, yes? And whereas we already said in another video, where does all money come from? All of it. Anyone know? Other people. So do you think if money comes from other people, I'm going to get that from sitting in my seat in my office or my lounge or sitting on my ass and people are just going to come to me? No! I've got to reach out. I've got to know how to dance with this thing called rejection. And by the way, there's a module in real life sales training that will blow your mind and you never get rejected. There's this whole perception, especially in sales, you need to know how to rejection. No. This is old. The rules have changed. If you are interested, hashtag real life. Just put hashtag real life in the comments or hashtag replay and then hashtag real life if you're watching us on the replay, because we can get you involved on this. It's not out. The platform is not fully released. We're only dealing with a closed group right now. But the platform will be released on the 13th of March. So that's the third. What's that? What are we on now? So the first one was you don't know what and you don't know why. Second one is you don't know what's coming next or you don't know how to measure it. Third one is fear of reaching out. Now, the next one is lack of understanding. This is a big mistake. And the thing is, like when we're children, we are told, stop asking why. So like, and I don't have to go into that, but you know many examples of, you ask me one more time and that's it. You won't have it at all. So that's what happens. So then we stop seeking this deep understanding of things. Where that, you know now you're at this age or now you're in this place in your life. Now you have this type of experience. You know that is exactly the thing you need. Because when you understand, like even the principles of learning something new, if you understand what, why and how and what if you do that, they're the kind of four like ways that people learn and take in information. If you understand that, you'll be a better student. You'll be a better kind of absorber of this information. So lack of understanding your client, understanding it from the other person's perspective. I tell you, I don't know what it was. Yesterday, for some reason, I received like 5 calls from all different companies. People wanted to sell me trading courses. People wanted to come and insulate my house. People wanted to sell me phone, even though I only bought one 2 days ago. Like, the lack of understanding, they don't even seek to understand. Not alone, like, do they understand or not, but they do not understand. Like, you've got lack of understanding of any situation or someone else's point of view, where they're coming from, what they're feeling, what they want, is a killer. So you need to make sure that you don't suffer from this biggest mistake. This biggest mistake is called lack of understanding. Now, I know it sounds vast, but again, in the real life cycle, there is a stage that is understand. And again, we have modules that go through all of this in depth. But even just knowing this right now, you can immediately change your perspective on what it is that you do on a day-to-day basis and just seek to understand. Just what does the other person see? How are they seeing it? Yeah. And then the last one that we're going to cover today is hiding the fact that you are selling. So this could be also hiding the fact that, you know, what is your intention? So some people are scarred because we feel that either in the past we've operated with an agenda that's not the right thing for the right reason, or other people have operated with an agenda. So now we hide the fact, even though we know we have information, products, services, help, guidance, whatever it is, to help other people, even though you have this, you hide from the fact that you want to help someone, or that you want to sell someone. Like, when it comes to selling, don't hide. This is a big, big, big mistake. I don't know about you guys, but if someone doesn't sell me on something, on the idea, or to push me, or to make me sign up, I do not do it. If it wasn't for the great salespeople that I have come across in my time, I wouldn't have half the stuff that I have in my life. You know, all the products and things that I've got, and all the things in my house, all the events that I've gone to. Like, if people hadn't of, you know, if they'd have hid away from, oh, you know, selling is bad, or, you know, I can help you, you know, you're the kind of guy that needs my help, but, you know, I told you the information now, so it's up to you. You're hiding from the fact that you're here to help. You're hiding your greatness. You know, people deflect it. Even, like, you say, oh yeah, I can refer someone who can help you. And then that person's like, yeah, okay, I'm here if you need. Like, you should be going all out. Don't hide that you sell. It's time to sell. It's time to sell yourself. It's time to sell that, yes, I'm here. This is what I've achieved. That's not, you know, trying to be better than someone else or anything like that. It's none of that. It's none of that whatsoever. It's just saying, look, here, guys, this is where I am in my life. Now, anyone who's looking to seek this journey or have this as a stepping stone or add this to their arsenal, I'm here. Because that's another thing. We hide because we think, well, you know, there's other people who know more on this subject than me. You know, I suffered from that. That was killing my success. Killing my success, thinking when it comes to sales training or business or finance or goal setting or, you know, financial freedom, there's other people out there that are wildly more successful than me and know more about it than me. So I was hiding. But listen, where I am now on my journey, and that's why I love doing these episodes, doing Facebook Lives, recording it all, because I want to be able to look back. Because right now where I am, there are many people that want to seek this. And there's many people who think, Mark, you talk rubbish, whatever. You know, great, awesome, thank you. Awesome. I love haters, because if I didn't have haters, it means I'm invisible. It means I'm not putting myself out there. It means I'm hiding, which is this biggest mistake that we're talking about. Hiding from the fact that you are selling or trying to help or trying to put yourself out there, or your greatness, you're hiding. So the biggest mistake is you hide. So when it comes, like, there's many people who need what I have. And that's the beauty of it. I don't have to worry about who doesn't want to pay attention. Hey, listen, if you're on here now, you either turn it up or you turn it off. There is that many people that do want help and they're eager for help, that I'm going to spend all my time with those people, because those people, by me giving back, not hiding, so I'm not suffering from this mistake of hiding. By not hiding, I get to give back. And by doing that, I learn. And then I keep growing my business. And then I learn more things from not just this one thing, this one mistake from not hiding. I grow my business, and then I can give back even more, and then I learn even more, then I can give more back, and then I learn even more. You see the cycle? So they are the 5 biggest mistakes. So what we will do on the next episode is we will break these down one by one. So we've covered 5 today. We're going to break them down one by one, and we're going to talk about, hey, look, these are the mistakes, but what do we do about it? How do we prevent it? How do we stop it from happening? If it's already started to happen, how do I correct it? What's happening with my conditioning? Why am I suffering from this mistake? And we're going to break each one down over the next 5 weeks. So awesome, guys. I'm so excited to get this going. And hashtag real life if you want to know more and you want to go deeper. I'll try and share as much value as possible. And if there's any questions for you guys right now, so I'm going to stay online for another minute or so. So if there's any questions for anyone watching right now, who we got? We've got a few people on. If there's any questions, let me know and we can answer it here, because if you're thinking it, someone on a replay might be thinking it. But what we'll do, and what I'm excited about, is that not only am I trying to share as much information on these as possible, but if you want to go deep, into the understanding of all of these and take actions on interactive online platform. So Real Life University, we have a module which is real life sales training. And it might, because it's called sales training, you think, oh, I'm not in sales, I'm in sales. Hey, listen, if you're in business, if you're in the art of communication, if you're doing something that means you want to influence or persuade or get your way, you want to raise money, you want to raise finance, you want to start a business, you want to grow your business, you want to get your dream job, you want to get promoted in your current job, you just want to get more out of your current position, more out of your life, you want to start a side hustle. This online platform is for you if you're any of that what I just said. So hashtag real life if you're game and you want to know more now, but stay tuned for the next episodes because we'll reveal more as well. So awesome. Thank you, guys. Yes, Ian. You make the time to watch in your busy schedule. Thank you. So if there's not any other questions, thank you. I'm excited. Stay tuned for what is next.